One of the common questions I get to be asked often is, how do you manage to do all of these things? Okay, so I'm a doctor in training, I'm a mom, I have a toddler, and I create content, and I also have some other interests. And so, how do I get to manage all of these things without any of them being affected? And so in this video today, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys simple productivity tips that have actually changed my life and helped me to make the best of my everyday. So my name is Blessing and I'm a doctor here in the UK. And if this is the first time here, I want to say you're welcome. The first thing is journaling. One of the ways I start my day is to actually journal. So this is very essential for me because it gives me the opportunity to, do what they call like a mental dump. So it's more like I try to offload everything I had in my mind, maybe from the previous day, that I feel could affect my day. And that is to give me better clarity, mental clarity, and also to give me a better perspective into my day. So what do I try to do? I try to like put some things down in my journal, like everything that I feel affected me negatively the previous day. I want to quickly let it all out. I dump it in my journal and then I start the day afresh. So I usually do this in combination with my to-do list, and the to-do list is just to give me a picture of what I want my day to look like, what I want to achieve during the course of today. So I have to put things like, of course, I take things off the period of time I am at work, except for the 1 hour, my 1 hour break. I tend to fix some things into my 1 hour break, maybe to make some calls that I know that if I decide to wait till the end of work, I won't be able to make those calls because those companies or organizations would have closed. And so I try to fix those activities into my break period. But then besides that, every other thing is just work during the period of work. And then after work, I try to see how much I can cover for the rest of the day, and also in the morning before I go to work, how much can I do. And one of the things I try to ensure that I do in the morning are things that I feel it's very important that can influence the rest of my day, like physical activities, journaling, having a to-do list. It gives me a better perspective of how my day should go, and also it helps to take away a lot of worries and helps you to be focused, because it's more like you have the day summarized on a sheet and you just have an idea of what you're supposed to do at every available opportunity. The next productivity tips that have been very helpful to me is physical activity. Yes, I know it's not what you expect, because some persons will be like, oh, okay, how did physical activity get into productivity? It's actually very important because physical activity helps to improve your mood, improves your mental clarity. You are energized, you are alert. It's usually a good way to start your day. So physical activities does that for me. So in the morning, I try to do a bit of running. Yes, I tend to do more of runnings in the morning, and sometimes too I do a little bit of walking, and this is usually very helpful to me. I realize that days that I exercise, I feel a bit more energized, my mood is usually better, and I'm able to function more effectively. So it's not just about having a to-do list or setting out the jobs or this is what I need to achieve, but then having the composure to be able to achieve those goals. That is where the physical activity actually comes in. So you need to have the right mindset, the mental clarity, be in the right mood, the right mind space in order to be able to achieve those activities that you have set out to achieve during the course of the day. The third tip is to prioritize my job based on how urgent and how important they are. So the activities outside of work, things that I need to do at home, there are things that I need to, what is very important, and that is why I feel like, okay, in the morning before I get to work, is there something I need to sort out before going to work? Because if I decide to wait till later in the day, it might be too late. Then I try to sort out those ones as early as possible in the morning. Is there something else that I need to sort out before the end of the day? I fix those into my break periods at work so that I can sort them out and do not have to keep them till the end of the day, when I will no longer be able to attend to them or be able to really sort them out. And then there are some other things I feel like, okay, this is also urgent, but it can wait till the end of the day. Then maybe immediately after work, I try to sort out those ones. And there are some things I feel like, okay, this can wait until later. So and it's usually best to have some jobs or activities organized in that way, such that the ones that are non-urgent and they are not priorities that you want to keep till the end of the day, if peradventure something comes up and you are not able to attend to them, it's not really going to be an issue. It's something that you can easily push to another day, or you can even delegate to someone else to sort out on your behalf. The next tips that does work for me is that I could envisage about my week and then try to make plans for the next week in the previous weekend. And this is very important, especially a week when I know I'm going to be very busy. I try to see, okay, no matter how busy I am, what other things am I still able to fix in? Is there like any time where I feel, is there any period where I feel like, oh, I may have some time to be able to sort out a few things and I quickly want to fix something in there? And it helps me to just have an idea of days that are very busy. I know that I don't want to fix anything that is very urgent into such days, because I may be unable to achieve them. And so I could fix the non-urgent things or things that will not demand a lot of time to sort out. Those are like the best thing to fix into those kind of busy days, so such that you're still able to achieve them because they are not going to take a lot of your time. And then for the days that you envisage that you probably have a bit more time to sort out your personal stuff, then you want to put the things that will probably be more time consuming or be more demanding. Making a plan for the week from the previous weekend is usually a good way to plan your week. Yes, sometimes some unplanned event might surface and there's really nothing you can do about it. But if your week has been significantly planned to an extent, in a way, you are able to hit your goals. And if peradventure for any reason you're unable to meet your goals, whatever gaps will be left will not be too much. It's something that you might easily be able to carry into the weekend and be able to sort out before the week completely runs out. So this is especially important for people that are very busy, like with very busy schedule, and maybe people that are working like very busy full-time jobs. And so the next point is multitasking. I know for some persons they feel like multitasking is a bad idea, but I think it's something that has worked for me, because I feel like it's a good way to manage my time, because I'm able to do like 2 or 3 things all at the same time. And this I tend to do a lot when it comes to house chores. So I'm able to cook at the same time, wash some clothes, and at the same time do a little bit of organizing the kitchen. So the washing machine is just down there. I'm sorting out the clothes in batches, push them in and start the washing machine. At the same time, I'm trying to sort out breakfast, and then at the same time too, I'm also trying to, in the process, arrange and clean the kitchen. So that is something that does work for some persons, especially if you have the skill to be able to do that. I know some persons are not very good with being able to do multiple tasks all at the same time. So if you're that kind of person, then that is fine. Just find out what works for you. But if peradventure you are able to combine a few activities all at the same time, then multitasking is actually a great way to maximize whatever time you have available to sort out jobs, chores, and to be able to manage yourself effectively. Although I think that when it comes to some activities, it is sometimes difficult to multitask, especially activities that requires a lot of focusing, a lot of attention. It might be difficult to actually switch attention across various activities that are unrelated. So I know that it is still possible that there are some special human beings who are able to do that, but I don't think I belong to that category of people. Jobs that require a lot of my attention, that needs me to focus a lot, that needs a lot of mental activity, I am not able to multitask with those jobs. So the final productivity tips that have been that does works for me is to prioritize rest. And I know that a lot of persons might be like, oh my god, my life is so busy, I don't have the time to get adequate rest, and this and that. But then for one to be able to for you to be productive, and for you to be able to stay consistently productive, rest is something that is essential. Rest is essential for adequate productivity. Yes, I know sometimes it feels like there's a lot you need to do within the short time available to you, but then that is why prioritizing jobs is very important, so that whatever can wait till later can definitely wait till later, and you sort out the things that needs to be sorted urgently, and every other thing that is not urgent can definitely wait, so that you can have adequate rest. This is very important for your brain function. This is very important for your overall wellness. This is very important for your memory. This is very important for your brain function. This is very important for your physical wellness. So rest is actually essential for you to be an all-round person, for you to be a productive person, for you to be able to multitask, for you to be able to do a whole lot of things together, for you to be able to manage your day effectively. Adequate rest is a priority, and there should be no questions about that. So some persons, because of their job, may not be able to get a nap in the afternoon, but please ensure you get adequate sleep. And for some other persons who have the luxury of getting naps in the afternoon and still able to have their night sleep, then that is perfect. So please ensure that no matter how busy you are, no matter how much task you need to sort out, how many chores, how many jobs you need to do, please ensure adequate rest. It is very good for your overall well-being, wellness, and productivity. And so this is where I'm going to be ending this video today, and until I see you again, take care. Bye.